professionals and head to confessional. And once I'm in the booth, I feel real congressional. Welcome to the episode. Please like and subscribe. Don't drink and drive when you can smoke and fly. Soaring so high into the night sky, reaching for the stars, but they landed on a moon pie.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Awkward Intelligence. I'm in talks along with
BDot, baby.
Episode 93. Where the fuck have you been?
Yeah, we in the building 93.
On the way to 100. Come on, 100 is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, like we've said before, anybody doing anything for 100 times or whatever is always an accomplishment of some sort. And we've said it before, you know, you were like, who knows if we're going to make it out of the first one. I went back and watched like the first 20 minutes of the first one.
I'm telling you.
And skimmed through a little bit of it the other day just because I just was like trying to remember. Nothing like we got going on now.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a whole different show. But that's the cool part because it's a journey and you guys took it with us if you've been here. You know what I mean? That's the cool part is you've done it too. You know what I mean? It's not just us, but you've lasted 93 fucking episodes as well. You know what I mean? So, yeah, congratulations.
That's what I was going to do, yeah.
Yeah.
And shout out to the newcomers too, you know?
Yep, and we got some new people on coming through as well. Exactly, I love it. It's awesome. A lot of people commenting, like I talked about. They're commenting more on the rants, and I'm getting some information. People are telling me, you know, hey, man, keep it up. I like it. I like the short stuff. That way it keeps me informed of, you know, what else is going on with your show because it's the snippets from the show. You know what I mean? A lot of what I'm saying on those rants are things we talk about in the show. And that's why at the end of the show, I always say, meet me in BDot on Friday at 9 a.m. Because we're talking about the same shit, you know, but in giving our own insight and doing it in a different way. That's my thoughts. You know what I mean? That's not our thoughts.
Right.
That's my thoughts. You know what I mean? That's just the way I wanted to do it. I felt like I wanted to add something extra and give people something more. So that's my contribution so far. And I love it. It's great, you know. And today, matter of fact, I'll tell you today. Wait, not today. Shit, did I do that wrong? What's today? Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Fuck. I did do that wrong.
Oh, shit.
The rant is out today.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be out tomorrow. I put it out today at 6.
I did see that, but I didn't think nothing of it. That's crazy.
I just realized it too. I was rolling so fast today, thinking, fuck, I got to get this done. I got to get this done. Because I'm thinking of all the things I got to do because next week, we will be on vacation. And we'll have a special episode for you guys.
Yeah.
I just thought of that.
Hey, so that's how when I came in, you know, you was like, oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You was all
I had
happy
everything
and shit.
straight,
That,
man.
oh,
no, it's fine, but it's just out a day early.
Yeah,
I was like, fuck, now that I just thought about it, I'm like, today's not Thursday.
Right. And that's crazy because I opened my phone up and I seen a blue dot.
Yeah.
For Awkward Intelligence.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So that, I was like, the fuck?
Right.
But I ain't paying no attention.
But you didn't think nothing of it?
Yeah, I ain't.
Yeah, so I put it out today at 6 p.m., guys. So it went a day early. I'm moving too fast. See what happens when you're moving too fast?
Hey, you know what? Hey, at least it's done, though.
But it's done.
It's done. You know what I'm saying? It's out there.
Like we said, we're going to give you a special episode next week for episode 94, so stay fucking tuned. Here we go.
So that way, Thursday, you got something else to do.
Yeah, my Thursday's good. I just got to finish the video, and that's it. And I'm going to be relaxing. You know, got to pack, get my shit together, and you know what I mean? Get my other things together. But that's it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah.
That's on the list.
Things are on the list, but it's little things at this point. You know what I mean? And that was the idea, was to get all that done this week and set and ready to go. That way, all I had to do was complete the show, and I'm done. Which, at this point, here I am.
Yeah.
Because the other
Yeah,
parts...
you're moving too fast. Damn.
It was crazy because I just realized
You
that...
probably meant to set it up for Thursday.
Yes. I put it out immediately.
I got you.
I said, I just sent it.
Hear this, folks.
I didn't even schedule it. I just
you got to hear this now.
I just said, push it out right now. It was hot off the press, baby. I recorded it 5 minutes before that too, so it was hot off the fucking press.
Yeah. Bomb droppers.
That's how fucking. I guess I was high or something. Something was going on because.
Hey, it was an important message. You just had to get it out there.
Got it out there.
You just had to get it out there early. You never know, because tomorrow was not promised.
Very true. Very true.
Tomorrow was not
and they
promised.
say, and they always say, what today that you could. What is the word? You've heard it before. It's like, don't put off today don't put off tomorrow what you can do today.
Yeah. Got you.
There it is. You know what I'm talking. Put it in the comments.
Got you. Yeah.
Yeah. So the big news. Everybody heard the big news? We got to talk about it.
What?
Diddy. We got to talk about it.
I knew it.
You know everybody wants to know what the fuck we think. You know what I mean? So it's everything we've been saying. It's exactly what's going on. So here's the two scenarios we can start with here. Either one, he's the horrible guy that they talk about. You know, he's done all these crazy things, and we're going to hear a lot more about what's going on, obviously, if he's been indicted, which means they got evidence, right? Or it's all part of the fucking movie, and he was just used to expose these things. You know what I mean? It was like they put it on him, but it's really not. You know what I mean? Well, it'll come out, but it's like he ends up being like
one that got.
I'm the good
the
guy,
fall
but
guy.
Yeah, or whatever. You know what I mean?
He got to go down for it.
Correct. Somebody's got to go down, right?
But it's behind the scenes.
Correct. So it could be two scenarios. We don't know which one it is yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
I don't actually know. I really don't care about.
For the most part, it doesn't affect me anyway.
You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
what does it matter?
Right.
You know, for the big picture. But the idea too, though, is decoding, like we always talk about, right? So as we're watching what's happening, and as the headlines hit, and as the different things come out about what's going on, just pay attention to what they're actually saying, not what Diddy's up to. You know what I mean? Pay attention, folks, about what they're saying, because out of that is where you're going to get your idea of what's really happening. You know what I mean? They might start going, other people are being pointed at, and you're like, okay, well, who's these other people? You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So it's like, it's disclosure. They're giving you information. You just have to figure out what part of it makes sense to you, you know?
And of course, there's other people involved. You know what I'm
Gotta
saying?
be.
So there's
gotta be.
They're just going to prolong the shit.
I hope not, but I see what you're saying.
I'm telling you.
I hope not, but I see what you're saying.
They're going to run with that shit.
You know, because
they're going to pick motherfuckers up one by one.
Correct. And that's the way the cabal keeps delaying everything, by doing shit like that. You know, oh, we got him now. Oh, wait, now we got to go get someone else. You know what I mean? So like you're saying, it's the prolonged. That's how they do that. They sneak things in there. Oh, and it's like, look at the whole Donald Trump scenario, right? He was supposed to be indicted in September. Now they've moved it to November. Why do they keep pushing it out? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, think about it. If they really wanted to put this person in jail, he'd be in jail.
Right.
Why do they keep pushing it out? Those are the things you need to be thinking about. Not thinking about, oh, he's a criminal and he's walking out here and why is, you know what I mean? Think about why the things are happening the way they're happening. You know what I mean? That's kind of more of a way to look at it, you know?
I agree on that. Yeah, I definitely agree on that. I'm saying, you gotta, people don't look at the whole picture, man.
Right. That's what we're kind of saying here is look at everything else around it.
They don't look at the whole picture. They just hear one thing and then run with the shit.
Right.
You gotta look at the whole thing.
Right.
To, you know what I mean, to actually understand and get the idea of what the hell is really going on.
And then the other part of that is a second assassination attempt this weekend against Donald Trump at his golf course. That happened too. They got a guy. They found an AR and a backpack or some shit in the bushes, and then they ended up getting the guy like 30 minutes later down the road because someone got a picture of his license plate, and so they chased him down. and they got him, allegedly. You know what I mean? This is what they're telling us. You know what I mean? But it's like everybody's like the bigger picture. For one, how did he know where he was going to be? You know what I mean? Okay. It's like, so does he have help? Who else is with him? You know what I mean? So there's all those things that you got to start looking at. It's not just an attempt, but what was it? You know what I mean? What was really going on here? How did he know what he knew? Who's helping him? What's going on here? So that it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like, those are the parts we want to be looking at. It's not specifically that it happened to Donald Trump and, you know, you hate him, you like him, whatever the fucking deal is, but it's what's happening around that scenario. Is it happening because he is a piece of shit, or is it happening because other people are plotting against him for whatever reasons? You know what I mean? And that's the part you want to look at. You know, that's what they're trying to show you. That's what I feel is being exposed.
Damn, that's... I didn't hear about that one.
Yeah, that happened on Sunday, I think.
That happened Sunday. And you know, it's a lot of shit just happening randomly.
Right.
Right. What is going on, man?
Yeah. He was just golfing at one of his spots, and then all of a sudden they heard shots, and then they, figured out that there was some shit going on and got it all figured out within a couple hours. Got the guy or whatever.
That's crazy.
So, and it's like, yeah, was it another stage situation? It could be. You know what I mean? We don't know. But that's the part to look for, because if you can figure out one of those, either it was real, it was fake, or it was, whatever, or he had help. If you can figure out any of that, that starts to tell you something else is going on here. That's the part you got to be looking at.
Definitely. Shit. It's a lot of crazy shit going on. Like, what's the boy name that went? He was a truck driver. Truck driver. Yeah. They said he hung himself.
Oh, I saw a thing of, yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, his sister was speaking out or something and talking about some stuff, and then they were like, he's a truck driver. They were like, he's just gonna go buy a rope and then just go do the thing. Like, that's just what people do. And it's like,
shit, crazy.
Right.
Shit.
It's stuff like that happens all the time, though. If more than we hear it in the news. You know what I mean? Even with truck drivers, a lot of disappearances, a lot of, you know what I mean? A lot of that shit is happening with truck drivers. And we just don't hear about it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. But do you know?
That's a whole world.
Do you know why this shit's happening?
What are they saying? What are you hearing?
It's some shit that I wasn't aware about until, I did a little research. They got some shit called Sundown Town.
You never heard about Sundown Towns?
No.
Holy shit, there's one not even far from here.
Man, I started looking that shit up. I said, what the fuck?
Yeah, full disclosure, Pasadena is not a sundown town, but it's an affiliated town. They used to be pretty cruel back in the day.
I see. Damn. So that could have been.
That's why I say they're out here still. They're out here.
One of the reasons.
Yeah, they're definitely out here, and people don't know that much about them.
Because of the wrong area.
Well, back in the day, this brings up something crazy. Watching different. You ever heard of what's that movie? There was a fucking HBO show called something Witchcraft or. It was just a couple years ago. It was like 2020 or 2021. It was a show. It was like a series, and it was called. Damn it! I might have to look that up because this is important to the idea. But in that show, they're part of a family that maps the U.S. in like the 50s and 60s, maybe even before that, the 40s maybe, like 50s or something, and they mapped the U.S. for color folk at the time, and they have a book, and they publish this book every so often about places you can go, places to stay away from, sundown towns, different things like that, to give people a better way to travel, so that it's like a road guide. Remember how you get a map? It was like that, but it was for for people who would be discriminated against, so they could travel better. You know what I mean? Without being unhindered so much, because you don't know where you can go sometimes. Like think about it back then. You didn't have the internet. You couldn't look up and go, where do I go? They had to just go. You know what I mean? And so they might get stopped in these little towns, and they need to know, this little shop, this little cafe is friendly. So at least you can go there and ask for help, or say, hey, I need to get some gas.
Yeah,
What's the best place to go or something?
Ain't nobody doing nothing crazy out of town. You know what I'm saying? We stopped. We probably want to get some gas,
Right.
or some snacks on the stretch.
Lovecraft Country. That was the show. My bad.
That should be crazy.
But yeah, like that's how crazy it used to be.
Nobody messing with nothing
In the early 1900s, that's how crazy it used to
Yeah.
be. You know, it didn't get better probably until at least the 70s. You know what I mean? Before people started traveling a little easier. You know, but and then once the internet hit, you know what I mean? It was easy to travel to know which way. Like I've had experiences traveling. You know what I mean? Just weird experiences. Nothing where I could say anything was definite. Nothing was definitely done. You know what I mean? But there's things where shit was weird. You know what I mean? Like one time I was in a small town. We were traveling from Tennessee up to here. And so we were on the edge of Tennessee and like I think when Tennessee hits like Southern Virginia or something like that. So it was right in that area somewhere. And we stopped at a little town. And we're not thinking nothing. This is what at the time this had to be like 06, 07. So you're not thinking anything crazy, you know? Just not thinking about it. And I'm traveling with my family, got my kids and everything. And we roll up in this little, like, you know, it's like a Popeyes or some shit. It was something along the lines to just, we were like, let's grab something to eat and we'll keep moving, you know? We're driving through. Little town, not thinking nothing of it. Looks normal, you know? Doesn't look, it's all bright, you know, midday, lunchtime. We roll in there and we're doing our thing. And then we go back to like, you know, we get our number and we sit back and we start looking around and we're like, we're the only colored people in here. And you know what I mean? And it was just the tension was in there. You know what I mean? You can see some people kind of looking around and you know what I mean? Doing, you know, just weird, you know what I mean? It just, something was off. But it was like, but it wasn't like nobody said anything. You know, people were just like, you know, kept walking, you know, normal shit. But it was like something was weird.
Yeah.
And it was like, and me and my wife just looked at each other a couple of times and she was like, you know, I could tell like she's feeling it too. You know what I mean? But we didn't say nothing. And then we grabbed our food. We got back in the car. We got on the road. And then we were like, was that fucking weird? And she was like, definitely something was going on. I'm like, I didn't notice until we actually stepped back. I wasn't even thinking about it. That we were like the only ones in there, you know, with some dark skin of any kind. You know what I mean? It looked like all country folk for the most part. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I just didn't think about that rolling in there. It wasn't something I was thinking about. But that brought me back to the world of okay, wait a minute. I do have to realize where I'm at. I can't just travel wherever the fuck I want. You know what I mean? That made me rethink that. So when we were talking in the car, I was like, you know, we talked about it and we were like, okay, let's not stop in any small towns like that again. You know, like that's a thing we're not going to do. Just had to think about it.
Damn, man, that shit was that serious. Matter of fact, they had a clip on what was that? With Jingling. Remember Martin? No, on Life.
Life? Okay, yep.
Remember they went to the store for the bean pie. She was like, we don't serve the pie.
Right.
He was like, man, I just want a pie.
Right. Any
You know
pie.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Your pie. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn. I ain't never been in no situation like that.
Right. And most people don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially if you stay in the major cities and the major lines for the most part. Nobody's going to really have an issue like that. You're not going to think about it. You're going to feel just normal, like, you know, like any other day. And because nowadays places are more diverse, you'll see other people usually randomly. You know what I mean? You don't feel like you're totally out of place in too many places. Until you hit a small fucking town in the middle of fucking nowhere. You know what I mean? And then you're like, we might be the only ones here at this moment right now. It's just, and they know we're passing through. They know we're not from here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they gotta know you ain't from here.
Yeah, they know we're not from here. So it's like, so yeah, it's crazy. So like that's the tension you feel. It's like, oh, city folk and they're colored. You know what I mean? You're like, oh shit, the fuck. So yeah,
And it's crazy.
It's the only
what
time
they
I
putting
felt
on
like
TV. You know what I mean? So they saying, you know, motherfuckers running around shooting and shit. They think everybody running around shooting and shit. Nah,
Right.
everybody ain't running around shooting.
Correct. That's why the media's been misleading us for so long. because they've made us think that it's everywhere all the time.
Right.
And you're like, no, it's in pockets in certain cities, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everywhere else is chill. You know what I mean? You know, for the most part, you know what I mean? Of course, you have your craziness going on anywhere. Anywhere can happen.
Right.
Anybody can flip the switch, you know what I mean? But most places are not living like that. You know what I mean? They're just not. But when you come from that trauma is built into you and you think it's happening everywhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what they've been trying to do.
And you see it from another country. You know what I'm saying? Like, they promoting, like, when you see a fight, he's pulling hair and shit.
Right.
So I seen a fight the other day. It was on the phone. They was fighting, but the girl wasn't fighting. She was just pulling hair.
Just yanking her.
Just pulling hair.
Yeah.
Like,
they always try to pull the wig off.
She had her down.
They always try to pull
and
the wig
all that
off.
shit. No, it wasn't no wig or nothing. Like, she could have been hitting her in her face and all that shit, but she wasn't. She was just pulling her hair. I'm like, what is going on?
She wanted her to know.
I'm like, man, no.
See, I'm your mama right now.
Could have been
bitch
beating her ass. You could have been bang, bang, bang. Yeah, you just pulling on her
I don't know.
hair.
Women don't think the same, maybe, though.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, a woman a lot of times probably just wants to shake the shit out of you. She doesn't really want to have to punch you. She just wants to shake the shit out of you because she's just like, you know what I mean? Where men are like, I'm trying to destroy you. You know what I mean? Like, that's the rage we end up getting into. You know? I don't know, but some women are like that too. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that.
I don't even get in that mode, man.
Well, you should.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you shouldn't have to get in that mode.
I don't try
you
to
know,
destroy you. Hell no. You the way you said that shit sound crazy.
Oh shit, it's too deep.
I ain't trying to destroy you.
No, I'm saying, but that's what they're showing everybody. You know what I mean? That's what they're showing everybody is that everybody's just enraged.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why it's a lot of people that don't go to like the down, don't go downtown Baltimore because they think everybody's down there shooting people and shit. And I'm like, yo, what do you think? You think people are just walking around shooting people?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, yes, some random shit happens sometimes, but it's not. You know what I mean? You're less likely for that any of that to happen to you. You know what I mean? If you're just doing what you're just going there to do your thing, no one's bothering you.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if you're ducking in the back alleys and you're doing, you know what I mean? You're creeping around, you might find some shit. You know what I mean? But if you're just walking around where everybody else is walking around and going to all the little restaurants everyone else goes to, you got no problem, nothing to worry about.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mind your business.
Yeah, just
do what you got to do.
But stay vigilant, prepared, not scared.
Right.
Make sure you scan your sector. Make sure you don't see any weird shit and walk right into it. Right. You know what I mean? Walk around it. You know what I mean? Take a different route, cross the street. You might have to do some shit, but you'd rather that's what you
just
want.
like if somebody
rather be safe. You know,
if some shit getting loud and shit,
Right.
man. I don't want to be in that. I'm gone.
Remove yourself from the area.
That's it. Shit, I'm gonna tell you an incident what happened the other day.
Here we go.
I go to the pizza store. I'm minding my business, right? I go to the pizza store, and I see this dude. He arguing with this lady. So I'm like, oh man, I hope he hit this damn lady. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm gonna have to go there, break the shit up. You know what I'm saying? So now I know he gonna want to fight with me and shit. So I'm like, man, don't hit the girl, yo. Don't hit the girl. But the whole time, the girl was his niece. She was trying to stop him from fighting the guy that was in the store.
Oh, cashier or some shit or something?
No.
Oh, just some random.
He was an Uber driver. You know what I'm saying? So I missed the story.
Right.
But I just
Caught the aftermath.
Right. I come up, boom, he arguing with the little girl. She telling him, stop, come on, go home. So she walked past me, right? And she mumbled, see, man, he's too grown for this shit, man.
Right.
Yeah, I got time for this shit. And she walked off, right? So this dude is talking to the man in front of his lady, calling him a bitch and all that, right? I don't know what the problem was.
Right.
But he was like, man, I got 2 kids back of my own, man. I got 2 kids back here. I said, man, what is going on here? So now, he like, man, you a bitch, man. You a bitch. So then, the dude like, man, whatever, man. Whatever. Right? So then he gets in the car. So the niece come back. She's like, man, come on. He like, man, go in the house. I don't want you to see what I'm about to do. Go in the house. I say, what the hell? So boom. Dude get in the car. He let him get in the car and shit. You know what I mean? Good thing he ain't do nothing crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he just hit him, boom. He just hit him.
When he was in the car?
Yeah. Yeah, when he got in the car and shit. I was like, man, what? This shit is crazy.
Right.
Why?
You should be able to de-escalate that, right? You know. So yeah, that's the idea. Now, you know what I mean? There's no reason to do all that dumb shit. It's like try to de-escalate first.
That man in front of his girl like that, man.
Yeah, try to de-escalate first. And you know that's the thing. That's why it's like we say.
Yeah, kids in the car.
I'm gonna try and de-escalate first, but I will defend myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's how you have to do it. But you know what I mean? Just but always try to de-escalate. You know, that's the idea. And we should be able to. If you're healing, if you're healing and stuff, you'll know how to control yourself better. That's the idea. Healing means controlling your emotions and controlling your ideas and making sure that you're making the proper decisions as best you can. You know what I mean? That's the healing part. You know what I mean? Because some people are like, I don't know if I'm healing. I don't know what's going on. That's the part. Is knowing when things. Nice segment. Huh? I like the way you do that. You're a professional. Patience. You know what I mean?
Patience.
We got to learn patience. Weren't we talking about that?
Yeah, definitely was, man. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad I have patience.
Right. I have patience as well in certain scenarios.
In
certain scenarios.
I might get mad. You know what I'm saying? I might get mad. You know what I'm saying? But I go through that shit.
Yeah.
I wait. I wait that shit out.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm one of those people. I could still go and like if I got to go somewhere and then they tell me to chill. Oh yeah, it's gonna be another 30 minutes or whatever to wait. I have no problem going and sit down and just get in my thoughts. I don't need my phone. I mean, I'm going to use my phone here and there, but I don't need it. I can sit there and just get in my thoughts and think about the new ideas I'm putting together and, okay, what else I got to get done? Okay, I got to get the rant done this week. And you know what I mean? I'll just go through my shit. And then next thing you know, they're like, you're ready. You know what I mean? I'm on my way. I have no problem sitting there being patient with myself. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, but that was instilled in me young, you know what I mean? Like that was one of those things where your parents told you to sit down and you sat there until they told you to get up. You know what I mean? So you had to kind of just, okay, what do I do now? You know what I mean? And I can't do nothing. I just twiddle my fingers. You know what I mean? It's like you have to just figure it out.
Yeah. Just wait that shit out, man. Just have patience. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You can ask what's going on in the midst of the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my part with patience is once I've reached a level of annoyed, my patience with that situation goes way down. And that's what I got to work on. You know what I mean? It's like if I'm doing something and something starts to annoy me and they're not listening and you know what I mean? It starts, all of a sudden my patience are like, I just want to flip the table at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so it's like I start getting there and then I have to and so I have to learn how to calm that down and just go, okay, what are the next steps? Okay, if this can't go this way, what are the next steps? Instead of going, what the fuck, man? You know what I mean? Or whatever, you know what I mean? I got to go, okay, what's the next steps? Where do we got to go? That's where I'm starting to get with those. That's what things I've been working on, you know what I mean? That's one scenario for you guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't got no problems.
How dare you, sir?
I'll be chilling, man. I'll be cool.
Yeah, no, that's the way, man. Just coasting through. I love it. That's the way most of us want to be. And that's what I'm saying. When when you're setting yourself up and you're learning and you're growing and you're evolving, you're going to get to that point where you're like, we've talked about it before. You know what I mean? Where you're just flowing. And the idea is when the problems come, they're little and you can brush them aside and keep going. It's not stuff that abruptly stops you every damn time. You know what I mean? That's the part you got to get to. That's what we're all growing towards.
Yeah. Everybody going through something. Just gotta work through that shit. Just like what you know about Canada? You hear about Canada?
No.
Shit.
Fill me in. What's Canada doing?
Canada. They not paying rent right now.
To who?
They not paying rent.
Nobody's paying any rent.
Nobody's paying rent.
What the fuck is wrong with Americans? We're
That's
some
what I'm
fucking
saying.
pussies, man. Canada? We let Canada do it before us?
For real.
How dare you guys? I'm disgusted.
Yeah. Yeah.
America. What the fuck? Canada? People, we've been telling y'all. You know? We've been telling y'all. Just stop. What are they going to do? Nothing. You're going to see how quick. You're going to see how quick. Well, let's watch Canada. Let's see how quick some shit changes. Watch.
Shit. that shit working. Shit. What they say? Power in the people, man.
Right? Yeah, you got to take their money away.
Hey.
Why do you think they closed down during the pandemic scenario? They closed down all the office buildings to take their money away.
Bomb droppers.
And that's why they kept going. And because they had to pay rent the whole time for nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the lights and the air and everything that comes with it for nothing. You know what I mean? There was nobody there. And so it was like, that's how they drained their money. It was taking their money away. It was sweeping all those buildings and cleaning shit up, getting the stuff out. You know what I mean? They had time to fix all that shit. That's the timeline. We was probably part of it. In our dreams and all the different shit, we was probably part of all those teams cleaning shit up, tightening stuff up. You know what I mean? We don't know. We don't know what we're doing because our dreams that we don't remember them. And that's on purpose.
Yeah, man. Why? That's crazy. And you forget them like instantly, like when you wake up.
Yeah, some of them you're meant to because, like,
I'm like, why?
Like, think about this, right? Have y'all seen this movie called Jupiter Ascending? Jupiter Ascending?
Nah.
Right? It was a movie about harvesting Earth. And they would harvest us for our essence. And then they would take our essence and they would keep them young and all that shit. It's telling us exactly what's going on in the world, right? So, shit. What was I talking about? Okay, yeah. So there's a part where they have a battle in the middle of downtown. And they're destroying buildings and they're hitting shit and knocking stuff over. And it almost looks like a war zone in a way, but it's in a small part of the city, right? And then all of a sudden they fly off. They get out of there and they fly off, right? And then they turn around and look, and all of a sudden all the buildings are just like building right back. Everything's building real quick, right? And so one of the people that was with him was just a regular, like a regular human or something, right? And they were like, "What was that?" Kind of shit. And they were like, "How does that happen?" And they were like, "Oh, we got people that do that. There's a team that does that shit." You know what I mean? And then they just go back and fix everything real quick. To us, it's an instant. That could never happen because at the same time when they do that, they flash everybody. Like in MIB, Men in Black. They flash everybody and fix everything. And you forgot it even happened. You just keep going with your day like nothing happened.
Damn.
That's how all this is happening. There's shit happening around us all the time. It's just in a dimension and a level that we're not seeing because we have not reached it.
Bomb droppers.
And we're part of it because we're multi-dimensional beings. We're not just here, we're there too. In a different form, in a different idea. You know what I mean? Let's get deep, folks.
That's crazy. Yeah, I do be having some weird dreams.
Right. We're all out there doing it. We're all out there contributing in all these different dimensions and different levels of it. And that's how we're winning. That's why we're winning. We were sent here to do this shit. You know what I mean? We were sent here because we're the best. We're the best at what we do. We come in and we clean this shit out. You know what I mean? The whole idea is that, because like most people will be like, well, why would we need to clean it out? Why would fucking, why would God let that happen? Because he had to show us something. It had to be a hard level to it, or we don't learn. You know what I mean? But the thing is what happened was he sent us here. We all had our memories wiped. We didn't remember anything. And we started realizing that we were being taken advantage of. As a collective, we started crying out as a collective back in the 60s. That's what that whole love thing was about. We cried out, and we were, as a species, and we said, we need help. We want this. We want bliss. We want love. And we sent it into the world, and the rest of us started showing up. We started coming through the portals, through our mothers. In the 70s and in the 80s and in the 90s, we started showing up. You know what I'm saying? And we all started contributing to everything that's going on because God got to a point where he said, okay, you've learned enough. It's time to fix it. And he sent us.
Droppers.
The Guardians of the Galaxy. Watch those movies. That's what this shit's about.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, and then they confused us with religions and all kinds of shit. See how much shit they did to us? See how much shit they did to us? You know, they poisoned our air. They poisoned our food. They did everything they could to stop what's happening, but they can't.
Yeah, the food. Shit. They say, man, 5 kids unalive from eating ramen noodles.
Right.
Throw them shits out, man. Listen, man. We always say, try to grow your own.
That's where we got to get back to. That's revolting.
For real.
Revolting is stop using their systems. That's part of revolting. You know what I mean? And that's part of not paying rent, not paying mortgages, not paying that stuff, not paying their fucking systems. Fuck their systems. You know what I mean? That's the whole idea. That's the idea behind 1212. Staying home and doing nothing. You don't fuck with their systems that day. Fuck their systems. You know what I mean? That's the kind of shit we're talking about. It's the kind of shit we've been talking about.
Right.
You know what I mean? Is fuck their systems. That's the whole idea of use a job to get what you need and get the fuck out of there. Stop thinking you got to work there for 50 years to get your fucking retirement. You know what I mean? Get out of that fucking mode because that's their system. Get out of their system. That's why you need to get into your own thing. Build your own brands. Grow your own businesses. Grow your own food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all got to get there. We're all doing it.
That brings it back to you got to figure out what you like. Figure out, what I mean? What
find your part. Find your part.
What you specialize in, man.
Yeah. Find your passion.
Yeah, because you do something.
Right. You definitely do something good.
Matter of fact, you got to get into a mirror.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just talk to yourself?
With just you in that mirror.
Right.
And just talk to yourself. Because
who do you want to be?
That's what you got to ask yourself.
Who do you want to be?
That's what you got to ask yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it got to be a mirror that only you look in.
Right.
So you got to get a brand new mirror.
That's some meditation shit right there.
That's what I'm saying. It's like shadow work.
I like it.
Bomb droppers.
You hear this guy screaming shadow work and shit? Look at this.
That's what it is.
I got it.
That's you.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck.
I love it.
Talk to yourself.
I've been telling people.
You know what I'm saying?
That.
Fight that shit.
I didn't tell him that way. I didn't know the mirror trick.
Yeah.
But
fight that shit.
That's what I be telling people. Yeah, man. Sometimes you got to sit with your thoughts.
Yeah. And that's you right there. So,
yeah. I think a lot of people don't want to do that. That's their fear. They don't want to sit with their thoughts because their thoughts to them are can be some deep shit, and they don't want to sit in it. They're
mean,
not ready to face it.
It's
know
just,
what I mean?
It's just like you smoking and thinking that shit.
Right. No, very true. They're just not there yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, why? Because you be telling them and they be like, yeah, I got you, but then they don't. You know what I mean?
They're crazy.
I'm with you. But I'm just wondering like that, they're just not ready to face those thoughts. Because you know what I mean? Like I tell people all the time, I've told y'all on the show.
But whenever you're ready.
Right. Of course, whenever you're ready.
Do that.
But sometimes they need to hear shit like this. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot, like especially, that's why they always talk about, especially a lot of men. Men don't cry. Men don't, you know what I mean? Men don't get it out. They get it out through fights and anger and bullshit. You know what I mean? Drinking and fucking, you know what I mean? Doing all this crazy shit. That's how men usually get it out. But that's what we're saying with that trick, right? You might have to sit there and have some conversations with yourself and then turn around and have some conversations with those around you and just as deep. You know what I mean? Because you're going to have to say you're sorry about things. People are going to then turn around and want to say sorry to you. And you're going to grow and build with those people, if they're your core people around you. You know what I mean? And just figure out that, you know what I mean? You got to be able to talk to them like that. You got to be able to talk.
Right.
Because that's what's helped me in all these years. You know what I mean? Through all my shit, is I had people I could talk to. You know what I mean? And that includes my mother. Thank you, Mom. You know what I mean?
Bomb droppers.
I spent a lot of hours.
Shout out to moms.
Yeah, I spent a lot of hours. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem saying this. I spent a lot of hours talking to my mom on the phone just randomly. I would, you know what I mean? Going through all the shit I'm going through. And I would just call my mom. And there was times she'd be at work. And she bought an earpiece just so she could keep talking to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's up.
And so she'd be at work, but she'd still keep talking to me. You know what I mean? And then sometimes she'd be like, hold on. She had to do some shit. And okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
And I knew at times I felt at times it was a lot for her to keep listening to me. You know what I mean? And it was like, I'm taking up time. I'm taking up, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I felt that. I did at one point. And then I pulled, you know what I mean? I pulled it back and did, I got it back to a healthy,
Yeah.
I don't have to call her every fucking day for hours at a time. You know what I mean? But going through that, and then later on down the road, I told her, I said, Mom, thank you. I said, because I know at times you didn't want to talk to me. You know what I mean? Because it's too much sometimes. I get it. I said, but I thank you for always answering the phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so we got to go through these things and talk. You know what I mean? As much shit is going on with us, it's like that helped me heal. Being able to say, I understood what was going on, what you were doing. You know what I mean? I understood that it was the love you had for me to keep answering that phone. As much as sometimes you didn't want to hear me ranting about all the shit I was going through. You know what I mean? But,
that's what's up.
You know
man.
what I mean?
She was there for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Even when she was at work.
As much as I would call her, she would rarely ever not, pick up and say, hey, let me call you back later. Rarely. Sometimes, but rarely. At that time, when I really needed her in that moment, when shit was really going on, you know what I mean? Like right after, for like pretty much like the next 6 months after my wife passed, I was calling her like every day. You know what I mean? Like, every day about something. You know what I mean? And then we would talk for an hour or two. You know what I mean? So and like you're saying, I was going through therapy, but I was bouncing it off my mom. I was working it out, but I was bouncing it off of her the most. I was still talking to other people. I had other friends and things that I could, confide in and talk about some things with. But she was one of the ones where I was like, it was constant. You know what I mean? And like I said, I remember it worked. I worked it out by talking it out. You know what I mean? And then she had some insight because she had some similar situations throughout her life that she could kind of go, oh, well, this is what happened when I was in this scenario or whatever. So it helped me just put it all together and go, wow, you went through some stuff too. I learned a lot about her too. You know what I mean? So it was like a blessing because at one time she told me something that, she was like, I didn't get to have a lot of conversations like this with her mother. She was like, so it was awesome to be able to do it with you. So we healed it.
That's
we grew
what's
that.
up.
We grew that idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, it was a lot, and it was good. We got, we laughed, we cried, we you know what I mean. We went through all of it, man. So yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah, my go-to was my grandmother, man. I call her, she answered the phone. You know what I mean? Just like after talking to her, I feel different. You know what I mean?
Right. You got that energy.
I feel healed. Yeah.
Got that energy.
I was like, damn, we always count on grandma, boy.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, shout out to grandma.
Yeah, shout out to grandma.
Shout out to everybody, grandma. If you still got them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nowadays, man.
Yeah, for real. One day you're here, next day you're gone.
We don't have as many generations living right now. You know what I mean? Think about that. When we was kids, some of us had like great, you know what I mean? All these different things. Now you're lucky if your grandparents are around. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even know anybody that far back anymore. Like me personally, I didn't even know my great-grandparents. They were long gone by the time I was born.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So that was already starting, per se. But then my grandma lived to like 91, so she was, she was there for most of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
that's crazy. I met mine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
It was crazy. I remember him. He had like a few fingers missing. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I remember when I was young, I asked him, I said, what happened to your fingers, man? He said he was lighting the fireworks and his fingers blew up.
It popped off on him?
Damn. Blew up his fingers.
That's a tough one.
I was like, damn.
But fireworks back then were probably just unfucking predictable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some unpredictable shit. You know what I'm saying? It was like dynamite. Oh, shit. Man, think about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That shit looked crazy back then,
Think about that shit. Oh, shit.
Yeah, man. I remember.
You hadn't had one in a while.
Hey, you.
My bad.
My
grandpa.
Yeah, we used to go.
Great-grandfather, right?
Yeah. We used to go over to the crib, and he's never called us by names. He's called us Bo Weevil, Charlie Horse, and I forgot the other one.
He had these little nicknames he just called you.
Yeah, he was like, hey, Charlie Horse. Hey, Bo Weevil. I was like, what? Like, hey. Everybody know him, though. Everybody know him. He was a fisher.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody know him, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. And then Big Mama. Big Mama.
Yeah.
Big Mama. Mm-hmm. I remember her, too, man. Nice people, man.
They was up here?
Yeah,
up this
DC.
Way? DC? Nice. Reminiscing.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's part of it. This is part of healing too. Talking about all these things you remember. I mean, there's things about that. There's things that they told us back then that made no sense to us. But then you get older and you're going, oh shit, that's why they said that. You know what I mean? You're like, fuck.
Oh.
Didn't know they was putting that seed in there, you know? So yeah, interesting.
Damn. Definitely.
Because you're a spark of them. You're a fractal piece of them. You know what I mean? You're them walking now.
All right, well.
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
That's why they said whoever you are at this moment, you are every ancestor that's ever been before you.
droppers.
You have a little piece of that from every single ancestor that got you here. That's why I'm saying we're guardians of the galaxy. We were sent here through all our ancestors. How deep is that shit?
Droppers.
You didn't just show up out of one portal.
That's crazy. Now shit got me thinking. Like, was his hands really blown up by fireworks,
Or was there something deeper to it?
or was he something else? I don't know. See,
Oh, shit.
See what I'm saying? This just had me
Never
thinking.
know.
Man.
Never know.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe he just said that just to cover it up.
That's his cover story.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just what he tells everybody.
Right. Right.
I got you. Mystery.
Oh no.
Mystery.
Yeah. And that'd be a mystery unsolved because
One day you'll know. One day all that information will come back. In your memory, it'll all come back. You'll know all that stuff. That's what I said. We'll be back here talking some shit. You'll know for real at that point. Because it's in there. It's in your DNA. You just ain't unlocked it yet.
it's crazy. So I found out another way how to get energy from the sun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Instead of what? Instead of just
All right.
soaking it up?
No, that's what you did. I just found this out and I just did it. I tried it. I felt it. All right, so you get into the sun, right? You gotta get to the sun,
So find you some sun. Okay.
right? So you got a sun gauge with the sun.
Okay.
Look at the sun.
Look at the sun.
Boom.
Right.
Lock eyes with the sun, right?
Okay.
Then you gotta put your hands up, right?
Just in front of your face?
No, like you gotta have your hands up to the sun.
Okay, yep. Because those are accepted
Exactly.
too. Yeah, I got you.
Have your hands up to the sun.
Mm-hmm.
And then you gotta don't connect them. Don't connect your hands.
So like this.
Just make a
Like a
triangle vertex. You're gonna see it through the sun.
So you're gonna go like this? And
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna see it through that,
Okay.
like a triangle vertex.
Right.
Now, what it's gonna do is it's gonna vibrate.
You're gonna feel it vibrate?
Yeah, in your fingers.
Okay.
Right? And then it's gonna go, then hit your hands.
Mm-hmm.
And then through that triangle vertex,
You'll start getting
energy.
the energy?
your energy start hitting you. So you gotta sit there
Oh, that'll go right to
and
the
make
pineal,
sure
right?
exactly.
I got you.
Make sure your hands is up.
Mm.
You'll feel it.
So that's sun gazing.
Yeah.
Got you. Got you.
No, that's pulling energy from the sun.
Right.
Directly from the sun.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Yeah. It's giving
Nice.
you energy. And I was looking at the sun.
You
I was
felt
like,
it?
Yo, hell yeah.
Powered up?
Yo, but then I could see the I don't know what it was, the radiation from the sun.
Right.
It was like,
You just seen it throwing it at you?
yeah, it was just radiating. Just
Nice. I'm gonna have to try this.
I seen the waves and shit. I was like, damn, shit was crazy. Yeah,
Yeah. I'm gonna have to try this.
I wasn't expecting to be there that long.
How long were you there?
I was there for a minute. People probably looking at me crazy, like, what the fuck
What
is he doing?
you was in a vortex. You was in a fucking portal.
I
man.
just did it. I just tried it.
Yeah, you went into a
You know
portal.
what I mean? I was like, man, what?
Nice.
So I tried it. I went outside. Something told me to do
Like,
it.
is this early in the
And
morning,
I did
late
it.
at night?
Yeah, just find some
Anytime,
sun. Just make
does-
sure the sun.
No matter what
Make sure
time.
the sun is hitting you. Just make sure you're in the sun.
Gotcha. You can see the sun.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Boom. Shit work.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely.
Shit
try that
work
shit.
for real.
I'm
I'm
gonna
trying
try
to
and see
tell
what's
you.
up.
Trying to tell you.
We ready for a song?
Yeah. Let's get it. Hit him with something, baby.
All right, this one's we're gonna hit this album again. It's the Intoxicated Self-Medicated, and this song is called West Coast Shit. And I was just trying to talk like some West Coast shit. You know what I mean? So let's
West Coast shit.
Let's see how it goes. Now this some West Coast shit with some West Coast spit. Put it in a cup, mix it up, what you get. This some West Coast shit with some West Coast spit. Put it in a cup, mix it up, take a sip. This some West Coast shit with some West Coast spit. Put it in a cup, mix it up, what you get. This some West Coast shit with some West Coast spit. Put it in a cup, mix it up, take a sip. Gotta stay on my toes and stay ahead of you hoes, cause every move I makes the jealousy grow. So I'm smarter than the average, dodging the damage. Build me a palace and a vault for my cabbage. I stay living lavish, wishing you could have it. Move so smooth, can't catch me in traffic. I do big things, you dames is lame. I ride on leather, wrapped in wood grain. When I pops my collar, it pops me back. You on the wrong train, but you on the right track. I don't wanna damage you, I just wanna manage you. Kick back, bitch, and just smile for the camera. Forget about your past, cause your future looks bright. Welcome to the glamour of the Vegas city life. So fresh, so clean, so cold and so mean. Together we can manifest all of our dreams. Now this some West Coast shit with some West Coast spit. Put it in a cup, mix it up, what you get. This some West Coast shit with some West Coast spit. Put it in a cup, mix it up, take a sip. This some West Coast shit with some West Coast spit. Put it in a cup, mix it up, what you get. This some West Coast shit with some West Coast spit. Put it in a cup, mix it up, take a sip. Putting shit in the game, but I just shakes it off. Gotta leave my mark, no matter the cost. Cause I'm a self-made player from the paradise. I'ma tell you once, don't make me tell you twice. The stakes is high and the game is nothing nice. When you roll the dice, you gamble in your life. Some just walk away and some just never play. And cowards running high to lie another day. So play your position, everything will be fine. And keep a side hustle along with daily grind. Pippin ain't dead, them hoes is just scared. But remind that bitch with whom she breaks bread. Fucking with my pockets, now that's a no-no. If you see him on the block, then announce the popo. It's Nathan to a boss, I perks and I floss. What makes a good bitch? Her hips and her jaws. Now this some West Coast shit with some West Coast spit. Put it in a cup, mix it up, what you get. This some West Coast shit with some West Coast spit. Put it in a cup, mix it up, take a sip. This some West Coast shit with some West Coast spit. Put it in a cup, mix it up, what you get. This some West Coast shit with some West Coast spit. Put it in a cup, mix it up, take a sip. Yeah, there it is. Intoxicated, self-medicated, West Coast shit.
That's crazy. I put that on a playlist.
Yeah, it's a good one.
You know what I'm saying?
I liked it.
Yeah,
Liked
that's
it when
something
I
you
put
can
it together,
ride to.
yeah. But yeah, it didn't age very well. So don't me too me over there or anything. Don't get crazy.
Yeah.
This album was done in 2013, so it's before the cutoff. You know what I'm saying? Back when you could say whatever you wanted to say. So don't come for me. I'm just kidding. Is that what they say? Don't come for me.
Yeah, man, they got these little slang now.
You gotta put the disclaimer out there.
Yeah, you gotta keep up, man. For real. Shit, it's like, you don't know that, boy.
Shit.
They look at you crazy.
Right,
like,
right.
You don't know that? Like, damn.
Right.
Sometimes my daughter has some crazy shit. I be like, what?
Right.
I don't know.
We was talking about that a while back. It was like they've turned like half of our slang into their slang, and it's all different shit.
Right.
You're like, what's going on here? You're like, you're supposed to improve the word, not fuck it up.
Right. They twist
happened,
the word
man?
up. Like, what?
Yeah, we was talking about that shit the other day. That shit was wild.
And y'all understand that shit? Like, the fuck?
Oh, shit.
And then everybody want to use abbreviation now and shit.
Shorten everything, right?
Yeah.
Everything's shorter. I'm just trying to, it's like, I'm telling you, we're going to get back to the point where we're just clicking and popping at each other. Stop it. We're going backwards.
I mean, I use it sometimes too.
Yeah.
You know, like on my way.
Like which one?
Like on my way and shit like that.
What's that mean? That's something different?
No,
Just like the shortened stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll use all that stuff. Not all of it, but I got a
Right.
few. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. I do the OMW. I do that one. I send that one.
OMW. See,
Yeah,
look,
on
look.
my way. See?
Oh.
Just OMW. That's what I say. I'll send that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there might be
I guess I had to
motherfuckers
see
going,
that shit the way you said it.
Okay. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'll send it that way sometimes. OMN. Or whatever.
That's it.
OMW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, stop. I know. See, that shit sounds crazy.
Yeah, when you say it out loud.
Right.
It only works on the screen.
On the paper, I was like, what?
It's true. Yeah.
OMW.
Right.
The fuck is that?
Right. WTF, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Everybody uses that one.
Yeah, everybody.
LOL, or everyone's always using that one.
That's crazy. I stopped using that.
Yeah. There's still a lot of people.
I just use the
You just shoot the emoji, right?
Yeah.
I just do like 3 laughs.
Yeah.
3 laughs. Boom. I'm on the floor. It's
it depends
hilarious.
on how funny. Like,
Right. How many laughs it gets, right? I got
So,
you. It's a rating?
so you look at that?
Yeah. Right. 3 laughs, it's fire. You know what I'm saying? 1 laugh, it was cute.
Oh, shit.
I should have hit him with the bomb. Damn it. That was
wonder-
perfect. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, shit. Oh, I wonder do people do that?
They probably do.
People count this shit like
One fucking laugh?
one?
I got to work on it.
Oh, that shit wasn't that funny to you. That shit wasn't funny.
You think they take offense?
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. You didn't think it was funny? I thought it was funny.
Oh, man. Wonder do people be doing that shit behind the screen?
They might. I'm with you.
Oh,
That sounds like
man.
something. That sounds like something people would do.
The judge the emoji.
Right,
and shit.
judging emojis.
Like, damn. I got 3. Okay. She really laughing.
Or if you get a
She really laughing.
Or if you get the debate going after that, that's a good one too. You get everybody debating it after that. That's a good. You're like, okay, this one made it.
If you get a whole bunch of emojis,
Right, bunch of different shit.
that shit definitely funny. Ah, that's funny. That's funny shit.
Nice. Yeah, man, texting's come a long way.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
When we used to fucking just tap it out, all on one little fucking thing, and you had to hit fucking what 7 like 4 times just to get fucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. These kids go crazy if they had some shit like that.
That was, you know what? That was our rotary. That was our rotary. You know what I mean?
See?
Our older folks had rotary.
Yeah.
That was our rotary.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hit 3.
That was our rotary.
Get to the fucking.
They fucking
See.
made a digital rotary, folks. They fucked us. Sons of bitches. How'd they trick us with a fucking digital rotary, folks? What the fuck? Wow. There's some slick motherfuckers, man.
Everything they do, man. Shit, what?
They're like, see if they'll just tap the buttons. They'll tap the buttons. Okay, we're doing it like that. Oh shit.
Damn.
Oh man. What the fuck?
That's crazy.
Oh man, that was a revelation like crazy, right? The digital rotary. We got to cut that out and put that on. I'm gonna cut this part. It's funny. we got to go with that one. I don't even know if I can continue, folks. I mean, how do you follow that up? You know what I'm saying? Man. You can't follow that up. All right, good night. I'm just kidding.
Shut the hell up.
Oh wow, what the fuck?
Man, that's wild, bro.
Yeah, when you fucking have realizations, man, it's like, what the fuck just happened? Blows your fucking mind.
Yeah. I get it. 1,000 emojis. The blown one.
Right. 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 It would have been a whole row of those.
Right.
Oh shit. Yeah, I don't even know how to use them that well. Because I went into like my favorites, right? And there's only like 12 of them in there. And I'm like, I'm only using like 12 fucking emojis? Like, what? I'm not very fucking selective at all.
Yeah, I don't use too many of them. I'm going to use the middle finger.
Right. No, I don't even use that one. Daddy got a middle finger?
Yeah.
Who you sending that to?
My lady be fucking around.
I didn't even know they had a middle finger.
Yeah, we fucking around with each other. That's my lady.
I got you. That makes sense now.
Yeah, man, they got all type of little dumb shit on there.
I've scrolled through a few times, but I don't go too far. I'm like, and you know what? Until recently too, I didn't even know you could search that. Like I didn't know that. You know, there's a search. So when you go to your emojis, you know how you have to like click at the top. They're different ones or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a search button right there, and all you have to do is put in the word you're looking for, and it'll pick the emoji for you.
Yeah.
What the? I was like looking and shit. Like there's gotta be some shit in here. I would scroll and then I wouldn't find nothing, and I'd be like, all right, fuck it, doesn't work. And then I found the fucking search button, and you could just be like car, and it'll give you all the different cars. And then you can pick the one you want. Or you know what I mean? You put home and then it's like, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? So it just makes it way fucking easier. But I'm only using like 12 anyway, so what the fuck does it matter?
So I'm only using 12. Shit, I might be less than you, buddy.
What else you got? What else other emojis you use? The laugh.
Shit.
The mind blown.
Yeah.
I use the smack face. I use that one a lot.
Or sometimes I use the one with the one eye peeking through.
What? There's one with the one eye peeking through?
Like, I don't know. I hope so.
I use the eyes. I mean? If it's something I want, something crazy, I'll use the double eyes.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers be laughing at that shit.
I use the eyes.
They might say something, and then I'll just throw the eyes up like, like, did I just see that? And that gets
I use the bull. There's a bull. Yeah, and the shit. So.
Oh, the bull and the shit.
Yeah, bull and the shit.
Oh,
so
gotcha. Okay.
I'm like, yeah, that's bullshit. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Right. Okay. That's a good one. I never thought about that. We just say bullshit.
Man, you can do a lot with emojis, but
I got you. You're right. I've seen people do some shit with some emojis, and I'm
real.
Like, wow, that's interesting. Shit. It's interesting. I just never think about it.
Right. Shit, I want to think. Right.
I never think to fucking drop a bunch of emojis. I just want to say what I need to say.
Just doing it.
And a lot of times, I'm doing it with one finger.
Just throwing it out there.
Doing it with one finger, so fuck off. Just like this, and then I think about it, and then I'm like... There's people out there cringing right now. They're like, cringe. I can't, I do that every now and again, but like, let me just put this together real quick. You know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to be fast.
But are you moving fast when you're doing it?
I mean, as fast as, you know what I mean?
Or you just making sure you hit everything, like,
well,
or you like this, like,
I'm pretty good. I'll misspell one or two words as I go.
Why?
But like, I'm pretty good. I'm like, boop, 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 I can usually hit it pretty quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then there's drag mode on it, but that's too weird. It's got a swipe on it where you can like.
Oh yeah, I
And
don't like
do the
using
words.
that.
I've done it before with that, and it's. I just don't want to keep doing all this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just too much. I'd rather just type it if I got to move that much. You know what I mean? Swiping? What are we doing here?
Sometimes, the majority of my time, I use my to talk.
Yeah. See, I still refuse to. I still refuse to talk to that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't want him to get any more of my voice than I've already given him. I'm gonna keep talking to you too. You know, that's just me. I'm on my own shit. You know what I mean? But it's like I'm doing this.
I wasn't thinking about that.
Do music, and then I'm gonna talk to it too. I'm like, no, that's too much. I'm giving him enough.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't thinking about that.
Right. We're all coming from different angles. This is the crazy part. That's why, you know what I mean? That's why when you have a Burger King, you say, have it your way. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Like, you know that sometimes, I don't know why this irks me, but people that just got to change everything. It's like, what are you even ordering that for if you don't even want any of that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they'll order it and they'll be like, yeah, but let me replace this with that and give me a different bun and then I don't want the fries. And you're just like, what the? Yeah. Like, you just made up a whole meal that's not even up there at all. You know what I mean? And you're like, I mean, it's like it doesn't like irk me where I'm pissed off, but it's like, really? Like, really? You just go, and then they're just like, oh, I don't know if we can do that. Like that. They got some weird. How do people come up? How do y'all come up with the ways you're ordering shit? That's what I need to know. Put that in the comments. Because I'll look at the shit and I'll go, okay, I just don't want onions. I eat everything else but pretty much onions on things.
Right.
Like burgers and pizza and different shit, right?
So I don't like pickles on my shit. So
right.
I say no pickles. I got you.
You see what I'm saying? I'm simple. I know what I want. I like everything that's usually on. That's why I'm picking the Southwest burger because I see what's on there. And I like the jalapenos and the fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, but what mayonnaise is that? I don't know if I want the mayonnaise. I'm like, just whatever comes on it at that point, let me experience it first. After that, I don't like it, you know what I mean? Because you got to remember, these people are putting these together because there's a palette there. There's something that makes all that work together. That's their idea. You know what I mean? And so it's like, at least experience it like that. Unless it's something total, like you're saying, onions or something that totally is going to fuck it up for you.
Yeah,
but I guess that's what somebody else will say, right? Oh, but the mayonnaise would fuck me up. It's like, yeah, I get that. So you can pick different condiments. I get that. That's easy. But you know what I mean? But then they'll be like, but can I get an egg on that too? Or can I get, you know what I mean? Like, wait a minute. Let me get that burger, but I want it with this. You know what I mean? You're just like, what the fuck? Like, the menu is the menu. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of places do that nowadays. They're like, we ain't substituting shit. Point at it, we got you.
Yeah,
you know?
shit, man. The other day we stopped. We got a burrito. You know, from a truck stop.
Right.
That shit was alright. I said no guacamole. That was in there. He ain't put it on there.
Right. He hit it.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
And that shit
simple.
was nice, right?
Yeah, simple.
That shit was hidden.
Yeah.
It was a big ass burrito. It was like for $10 though. It was a little steak, had steak, rice, little anchovy, the what is
Jalapenos?
it? The
Pico de gallo?
Yeah.
Yo. They have some refried beans.
That was in there.
Some cheese.
Yep. That was in there. Beans, cheese, steak.
That's it. Fucking banging.
That shit was
like
good.
I love burritos like that.
And the
simple.
wrap, you know what I'm saying?
Right, wrapped up nice and tight. Good tortilla.
Yeah.
But it's a good tortilla too. Come on, can't beat that.
First I bet I was like,
you're welcome, folks. That's
the taste.
The Mexicans gave you the burrito. Come on.
You know what I'm saying? But I got further into that burrito. I was like, there it is. There it is.
Right,
I was like, okay.
Then you get a little bit of everything with the beef and the lettuce and the beans and you get the shot, the hot sauce and the pico de gallo and hell yeah, man.
Yeah, man. some random spot.
Where can we get one of those right now? No, I was kidding.
For real.
I'm down.
I get
That
two of them
sounds
things
interesting.
and just eat one of them.
Save one for tomorrow.
Yeah, because I know I ain't going to eat two of them.
Right.
I already know. Telling you. It's a nice portion, man. I like places like that.
Yeah.
I mean, give you a nice portion and shit.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
a
for your money worth.
Right. Correct. That's what I've been trying to do. Get my money's worth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I see the little ad and it'll be like put this code in and get $5.99 footlongs at Subway.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, and I'll put the joint in, the code on the thing, and I'll be like, oh shit, it works.
Mm.
And then the shit's like $7 with fucking tax. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And you're like, it ain't, you know what I mean? Shit ain't that cheap no more, but for that value, can't beat it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every now and again. You know?
That's crazy. I don't know why they pushing everybody on the app.
Right.
I'm starting to realize that. They're starting
Taking
to
away
push
jabs,
it.
man. Taking away jabs. Because I was just going to say that. Good segue. For fucking professional.
Yeah, man. They
Going back to the menus and stuff and everybody ordering weird. Now, a lot of places have the menus on the screen. So now you can pick whatever the fuck you want now and get it done. You know what I mean? So it's not everybody can get things that they want now. You can more easily than they used to be able to.
Oh yeah, on the kiosks.
On all the kiosks and stuff.
Yeah,
You know, like at Royal Farms
yeah.
and Wawa and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They all have the kiosks now. So you can just order what you want now. You know what I mean? You ain't even got to fool with take this off and move this. You do it yourself.
Right.
You work it since you want to fucking be all special.
Yeah, that shit crazy. Yeah, it definitely. These jobs are dwindling down, slowly but surely.
Well, because
So that's why we said you had to
Yeah,
either get in that motherfucking mirror and figure something out.
right, build that brand.
For real. Figure yourself out. We always say that. Know yourself, man.
Yep, T-shirts on ppeintox.com.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta know yourself.
Know thyself.
Shit, so why not jump in the mirror and see what's up with yourself, man?
Yeah.
Sorry I had to go back like that.
No,
but,
you're good.
you know,
That's a callback. Let's do it. Shadow work. I love it. That's what I mean. That's what I was talking about, a couple years ago, and that's what I started doing. But I was doing it with the podcast, watching the podcast. They were talking to me, and I was shadow working through that. You know what I mean? They were the one. That's when I first started hearing about it. This whole shadow work thing. I was like, shadow work? What the fuck? Like that was back then, 21. 2021 and shit like that. Started hearing that term more. Shadow work. It was coming up more. And then I was like, I always thought I had to do something specific. You know what I mean? I had to there's something I have to do to shadow. How do I shadow work? You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't realize I was doing it by talking to myself, having my own fucking conversations, but also through the podcast, they were uplifting me and telling me, why aren't you doing this? And why are you thinking down all the time? Why are you not thinking that, you know what I mean? It was pretty much like I was going through therapy, but YouTube was my therapist.
Bomb droppers.
And now I understand why all those years, that's why I understand all those years, the BetterHelp commercial, that thing would come on constantly. BetterHelp. It's like, if you need to call somebody. And I'm just like, this thing, the YouTube was talking to me, man. The YouTube was trying to talk to me, man.
Oh, shit.
They kept giving me that ad, and I'm like, and then I would go to other people's
what is
places.
that? What's that? What, they talk to you or something?
Yeah, it's when
Like
you can
calm you down?
get online help. Or you can get an online therapist. Someone that you can call and, or whatever, and set up appointments and talk to them and stuff like that. It's BetterHelp. Yes, that's what it is. And so that commercial would come on constantly. After everything I would watch, it would come on, right? That would be the number one commercial I'd see. But I didn't realize what was going on because until I would go to other people's places and watch their YouTube with them, and I'd be like, "Yo, you don't be getting no better help commercials?" They're like, "Nah, I never seen that before." And I'm like, "Wait, you're getting different commercials?" I'm like, "You know what I mean?" I'm like, I didn't realize how the algorithm was really working until I noticed that, and I was like, "Oh, we're not all getting the same commercials. Everyone's getting them tailored to whatever you're fucking watching, and it tailors them
I
to
always
you."
thought that.
Yeah,
I always thought
right. You always kind of thought that, but I never saw it until then. I was like, because I'd watched YouTube so much at that, like I said, at that time, doing my own work, so I was more on my own. You know what I mean? And so I was only watching my YouTube, so I was, learn the fucking commercials because at some point it's gonna be there if they keep fucking giving them to you, you know. And then, like I said, I go somewhere else and I'm like, I don't see any of the commercials I see on your shit. Like, what the fuck? This is totally fucking different. It was crazy. I was like, what the fuck? I had another revelation. We knew it was happening. I just had seen it until that moment. I saw it. And I was like, oh, shit, it's really for real. The algorithms are fucking different.
So you might have seen it, but you ain't never think nothing of it.
At the time, I didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. I was about to say something.
My bad.
Nah, it's cool. We was talking about something, and I wanted to say something about that. But I forgot what it was. Damn, I had it in my head, too.
We'll swing
good.
back around.
Yeah, it's all good. It come back.
But yeah, I mean, we start wrapping this fucking thing up anyway. Some final thoughts. Episode 93, what the fuck?
I think I really wanted to get this one out. That's crazy.
Right. I do that before. It's one of the ones that I really kind of wanted to talk about. I'll just sneak it in there somewhere, and then I just fucking either forgot or
because it just
our
hit me.
conversation was just,
It just hit me, so I wanted to say it.
Yeah.
Man, me being me.
Next time, just blurt it out. Just
yeah.
And like I said it. What did I say?
Watch the economy as soon as we cut this shit.
Right. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna have this off camera now. We're gonna have that conversation. It always.
Sorry,
I told you. There's always one that by the time we get out of here, you know what I mean, off camera, and we're doing all the fucking behind the scenes shit. We have a conversation. And it's like, fuck. Why didn't we say that on the show?
Crazy.
That happens a lot. I was like, damn. Why didn't you lead with that? Like, that was a hitter.
My fault.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't know. I think we kind of hit most of it, you know what I mean? Most of, like, kind of the basics of a couple things that happened over the last few days, and then, breaking news type shit, per se, And, the things that people may be talking about, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. And some of y'all might not even be paying attention to any of it.
Right.
So it's just, you know what I mean? That's why whatever we talk about, you don't know what you're going to get out of the whole episode because we're going to talk about so many topics.
Yeah. This wasn't it, but
knowledge and
you know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? But I go to the barber shop, you know what I'm saying? I know, motherfuckers talk about sports.
Right. Mainly.
Right.
That's probably the main thing.
You know what I'm saying? Because sports back on. You know what I'm saying? But these motherfuckers get to the point where they arguing. He taking time from cutting people's hair because they going in the stats.
Right. They got to talk it out.
I'm like,
it's too much.
Chill.
It's too much.
Why y'all arguing over some shit that these motherfuckers, they talking
like
about
they're
Dan
playing,
Marino,
right? But because they got fantasy
talking about
football.
Dan Marino, all
they
type
go,
of shit.
going.
Like, what? These people is not even playing no more. Just chill.
That's what we told them, remember?
Right.
If they could use those skills in the stock market,
right.
Come on.
Right.
Be a fucking stock market genius at this point.
And that's what I was looking at.
You know what I mean? But they're not. They're distracted. They got them distracted with sports. the fucking Rome fucking Colosseums. You know what I mean?
Droppers.
You know what they always say.
I'm like, damn, talk about something else.
Keep
Going to barber shop when sports not on, boy, that thing, ain't nobody really saying nothing too much.
Nobody's talking at that
Ain't
point.
nobody really saying too much. Like, come on, man.
Sports gets them going though. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. You know,
Yeah. I mean,
talk like that every day.
you gotta have your hobbies though. You know, I get it. You gotta have your hobbies. Everybody's got their thing or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, think about how you can use that skill in other ways in your life. You know what I mean? And that's your brand. That's your idea. That's what you know what I mean? Turn it into something. That's the mind frame we gotta be in now. Turn it into something. Quit waiting for them to give it to you. Because when we did that, look where we got.
Bomb droppers.
Yeah, look where it got us. It's not working that way. We got to build back our shit better.
Yeah.
Fuck their shit.
Right. Shit, go look up Canada.
Right.
See what they're doing
If
out there.
Canada is doing some shit, if you go look this up, come on. What the fuck are we doing? We should be, yeah, oh my gosh. But then again, we also have to remember that because it's pockets of big cities, we're in the struggle we're in. But those people out in the Midwest and the rural areas, and they're chilling. They got it figured out. You know what I mean? They're growing their food. They got livestock. They got chickens. You know what I mean? They're doing their basic shit. It's us in the cities that are, doing the most work, going through the most shit. But there's reasons for that. You know what I mean? And so it's like I was telling somebody the other day, I said, all these billionaires are only billionaires because they've stolen it from us. They couldn't have that money without us. You know what I mean? But they stole it from us. That's the difference. We didn't willingly give it to them. They found ways to steal it from us, to ways to trick us out of it. You know what I mean? That's what we're reversing, folks. That's what Nasara Jassara is all about. It's reversing all that stuff through legislation, through different things, showing you in the news that these things are changing. You know what I mean? That way you can see that the world is changing. We're taking it over. Those people are no longer allowed to cheat us. That's it.
Done.
Mic drop.
And that boy good.
Right. Sexual chocolate. Sexual chocolate. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I saw that movie, I watched that movie over and over. I love that.
Man. Hilarious.
That one and like Harlem Nights, I can watch those over and over, man.
Harlem Nights.
Yeah.
Man, that scene when they was shooting the guns and he was shooting it. He's like, man, that's a little ass gun.
He's like,
Pop.
put that motherfucking shit away, man.
I'm popping that little ass gun. I'm shooting that little ass gun. Yeah, man, that shit was hilarious. He's like, Pat.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
He
man.
was man, he was hurt.
That shit was good. He's like, man, fuck that. I got my shit.
He said, that little ass guy. We doing that little ass guy. I'm shooting that little ass guy. That shit was funny. Hey, why you bring that movie up?
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I gotta go watch that tonight. I gotta watch it again. Oh shit. That's good. Yeah, my when it first came out, what, early 90s or some shit?
Did he kill somebody? Did he shoot somebody? He's like, you killed
You killed
He
her.
killed Tommy. He was crying and shit. He cried the whole way to the place. Oh, that shit was hilarious. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Good shit, Arsenio. That shit was funny
Yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah, when that movie first came out, my parents went to the movies, and I think I had to sit in the car. I think it was some bullshit.
For real.
I think they made me sit in the car. That's how I learned patience.
Dang. Okay. Gotta have patience.
We used to have to sit in the car a lot back in the day.
Gotta have that patience. Man.
Early 80s, man. That's how you did it. Everything was cool. You roll the window down just a little bit. You sit in the car. Don't open it for nobody.
Shit. I was in a crib by myself, so
Yeah.
went for Mom Deuce to get home. Like, had to be patient.
Had to be patient. Yeah. So, yeah, they built patience to us in the 80s.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, shit. But, yeah, let's wrap this thing up. Awkward Intelligence. I'm Intox along with
BDot, baby.
episode 93. Thanks for sticking around. Holla at you. Awkward Intelligence.
Just smoking vibe.
This is Awkward Intelligence.
Just smoking vibe.